Have you ever needed to download a file from a remote server only to find yourself stuck? It can be really frustrating, especially when you're using Jenkins and the Publish over SSH plugin. But don't worry, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to solve this issue together. I totally understand your concern. Many users have faced the same challenge when trying to transfer files back from a remote server using Jenkins. It can feel like you're hitting a wall when the options just aren't there. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user recently asked, "How can I download files from a remote server to my local machine using Jenkins?" They mentioned that while they can upload files easily, downloading seems impossible. Sound familiar? Let's explore how we can tackle this together. So, what's the issue here? The Publish over SSH plugin in Jenkins is primarily designed for uploading files and executing commands on remote servers. Unfortunately, it lacks a direct option for downloading files back to your local machine. But don't worry, there are workarounds. And stick around. By the end of this video, I'll share a clever workaround that will make downloading files from your remote server a breeze. To download files from a remote server using Jenkins, the user should first ensure that the Publish over SSH plugin is properly configured. This includes setting up the SSH server details in Jenkins. Next, the user needs to create a new Jenkins job or configure an existing one. In the job configuration, they should add a build step to execute a shell command. In the shell command section, the user can use the Secure Copy Protocol, or SCP, to download files from the remote server. They should specify the remote file path and the local destination. After setting up the SCP command, the user should save the job configuration. They can then run the job to test if the file downloads successfully from the remote server. Finally, if the user encounters any issues, they should check the Jenkins logs and ensure that the SSH connection is working correctly. This may involve verifying credentials and network settings. Fun fact, did you know that SCP is based on the BSD-RCP protocol? It's been around for quite a while, but it's still one of the most secure ways to transfer files. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach shared by a user involves a workaround using Jenkins pipeline stages. First, download the file to your Jenkins server instance. Then use SCP to copy the file to the remote server. Here's a pro tip. Always ensure that your SSH keys are set up correctly for seamless file transfers. This will save you a lot of time and hassle in the long run. And there you have it. You now have the tools to download files from your remote server using SCP or Jenkins pipeline. Remember, with a little creativity, you can overcome any tech hurdle. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.